Good morning, everyone. Hi, I am Dr. Vernita Glenn White. I go by Dr. V. I am a life and empowerment strategist, and I am the CEO and founder of Glenn White Global Solutions, which is also home of the Vibe Institute, where I help where I help high-achieving women vibrate higher in their influence, brilliance, and excellence so they can expand that brilliance beyond their titles and their degrees and live the dynamic life that they know that they want, love, and deserve to have. And if you've been joining us on this series, we've been talking about building brilliance awareness. And we're talking about it because you've seen the series. We talk about it so that you can be empowered to be in your zone of genius and put yourself out there, whatever that you want to do. And that is often, in most cases, things that are outside of your title, your position, or your degree. And so today is day 15, or step 15, however you want to look at it. And we're going to talk about bursting your bubble. And I remember when I was in my doctoral program, and even the early stages of my career, I was just like all about me, right? And okay, hold on, you can't hear me. Okay, I hope that's better. So I was all about me and my career. I was getting caught up in, just what I wanted to do. I was always busy because there were certain things that I had to do, especially being on a tenure track. As a tenure track professor, you had to write a certain amount of articles, you had to do a certain number of conferences, and you had to make sure that your teaching was on point. So it was just a lot to do. And I would just get so caught up. I wouldn't really go out with friends. I barely spent time with my grandmother, and some of you know how I feel about my grandmother. I would do like these drive-by visits. So I started that in my doctoral program, and then it went on into my career. And then I realized, like, once I got the hang of my job, and I'm like, okay, I'm good at this. I realized, like, every time I went around people or went around my grandmother and friends, I would always talk about what was happening with me. I was all in my own little bubble. And part of that comes from, I was the only child for 7 years, and sometimes I still act like I'm the only child. And I spend a lot of time by myself, and I'm cool with staying by myself. So sometimes I get wrapped up in myself, and I would tell people like what's happening with me, some good things, the things that I'm struggling with, just all about me. And then I can't remember exactly what the shift was, but then I realized, I think I heard myself talking one time, and I was like, oh my gosh, this whole conversation has been about me. I haven't asked my friends or my grandmother or my sister, how was your day? What do you want to, anything like that. So when I'm talking about bursting your bubble, we're going to extend beyond that, because some of you may be like, well, I do talk to them, I do check in, but there's a difference. If I keep saying, hey, how you doing? Everything's good, and we think that's okay. But if we truly want to build a relationship, so we're building our brilliance, but we can't continue to build our brilliance by ourselves. We want to be whole, holistic people. We want to be a whole person. So it does no good to expand your brilliance, have all of these great things, and then you don't have the relationships in your life. I was talking to a client the other day, and she was telling me that when she was getting her part of her doc program, her professors, her professor, because she was a student at the time, coming back from a conference, she was very accomplished in her career, accolades everywhere, but she never got married, she never had children. And I'm not saying this to say that especially women, we have to be married, we have to have children. No, I know some women who have full lives, awesome careers, awesome social life, awesome personal lives without kids or a husband or a partner. So I'm not saying about that, but if you desire those things and then you allow your career to get in the way, that's what I'm talking about. Or if you desire deeper friendships, but you're not taking the time to cultivate them because you're so focused on your career, that's where the problem comes in. Because if it doesn't bother you, then cool, don't don't worry about it. But a lot of the women I talk to, and for me personally, it was all about building those relationships. So I'm going to help you with that. So as you're building your brilliance awareness, it's time for you to burst your bubble. And how do you burst your bubble? You're going to talk to 3 people today in your circle. And I will suggest to do this with family and some friends. And I'm going to warn you, they're going to look at you like you are strange. They're going to look at you like, why are you talking to me like this? Because it's out of your norm, you know. Now, if you're a person that you do this, then congratulations, you know, continue to do it, go deeper, or go find some more people to cultivate those relationships with. But I remember doing this, and both my grandmother and my sister were like, did she lose her mind? Is she all right? But then, you know, the more I did it, then, you know, the deeper our relationships became. And if you read in my book, Embracing Grit for Greatness, which can be found at embracinggritforgreatnessbook.com, embracinggritforgreatnessbook.com. I talked about how I nearly destroyed those 2 relationships as I was going through my doctoral program, and even when I graduated. So I had to do some work to really I didn't even want to get back to where we were. I wanted to get better. Same thing with any other type of relationships. It was like, no, we need to talk, and we have to go beyond this high and by and just being in the same space with each other, breathing air. So you're going to find 3 people, and you're going to ask them these series of questions. So 1, what do you want your life legacy to be, or what do you want us to remember about you? I would suggest you answer these questions for yourself as well. But yeah, just ask them, and they'll look at you like, whoa, Some may say, I don't know. And that's very valid because, you know, typically we don't go around asking people, hey, what do you want your life legacy to be? Now, I will say I've been in some circles where that is the norm, and I thought those people were weird. But just we have to understand the language that we're using, and that really gets to those deeper relationships. So the first one, it's a combination. What do you want your life legacy to be? What do you want us to remember about you? So those are consider that question number 1. Question number 2, what's your big dream? Like big dream. And I don't know if we ever ask the people that we truly care about that question, like, what is your big dream? I ask my friend, hey, what is a goal that you have? And he was like, I don't know. I don't think I thought about that. I was like, yeah, think about it. What is a big dream, big goal? I'm making tea. What is your big dream? What is your big goal? And then ask them. And then when you ask the question, sit there and listen. Because sometimes as high achievers, especially if we're on the more analytical side or problem solving side, we want to hear it and try to get a solution for it and say, how can I help them to do this? And I was like that. I would ask, like my grandmother wants to write a book. All right, grandma, let's go, because it shouldn't take you any time to write the book. Hurry up and let's do it. But I just needed to let her say that and then sit with it, because she had never said that to me before. She had never expressed that. So I'm pretty sure for her, it's like, whoa, well, where is this? My grandmother's 80 years old and she's talking about she wants to write a book. And she had never said that before. So I have to not push her, but still let her know that I'm interested. Tell me more about it. And just let her sit with it and just enjoy the process. So when the person you ask, what's your big dream, just sit there and listen. And you can ask follow-up questions. But remember, this may be a little awkward for them at first, so be patient. And then the third one, here it is. This is where you get to shine a little bit. You ask them, how can I support you? How can I support you? I had to learn this because I would just go and try to figure it out for them or do it for them. But sometimes they may not want you to do it for them. Sometimes they may just want you to listen. And as high achieving people, top performers, struggle with listening because our brains are on, let me fix it, let me do it, let's get it done. And sometimes maybe they just want us to listen, or sometimes they may just want to hear an encouraging word, say, oh, you can do it, and then sometimes they may say, no, I need you to help me find someone to invest in this, or help me sit down and write the book, or help me organize, whatever the case may be. And then, so you do that. And then guess what? You're going to let me know what happened. So again, the reason why we're doing this, building your brilliance awareness and building the relationships, or cultivating relationships, is because after all of your accomplishments, after everything is said and done, you're not going to, when you get older, you're not going to sit there and think about, whoa, I sure did great on that one article, or that grant I got was amazing, or that deal I closed, whoo, that was the highlight of my life. No, you're going to be looking around for people, friends, family, whatever the case may be. And sometimes, I will say this, sometimes it doesn't always have to be your immediate family or your family. It's those people that you spend the most time with who you need to cultivate those relationships with. So here's a bonus of what you can do about building relationships. And it may sound like forced, but I found it to be very helpful. So I'll give you one tip. Schedule time in your phone or in your calendar, however you do it, to check on a few people every week. So like if you do something on like Sundays, you can put in there, I'm going to contact these 3 people, send them a text message or send them a quick video note or audio note. And then, hey, I was just checking on you, just wanted to make sure everything's good. And, do that. Sprinkle it out, schedule it, because what gets scheduled gets done, or should get done. So you want to start building relationships like that. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, because I think it's very important. And I can tell the difference in my life for when I've gotten outside of myself, because it's been to me for so long, especially it was like, well, I had my head down trying to work and I blocked everyone else out. And when I looked up, no one was around. Well, they were, but I kind of put them way, outside of my peripheral. So I had to bring those people back in, and I had to do the work. They didn't leave. They didn't shut down. It was me. So I had to get back into their life. And then, like I said, if I wanted it to be a deeper relationship, I had to go, and I literally did ask these 3 questions, and then every now and then I will follow up like, hey, you remember you told me you wanted to do X, Y, and Z? What's up with that, right? So I encourage you to do the same. So that is our lesson or our topic for today. Now, what I do every morning, and since we're talking about what do you want your life legacy to be, and I encourage you to ask yourself those questions. Well, you have to take care of your body to know what you want your legacy to be, your life legacy to be. You won't have a legacy if you're not around. So I started doing these health supplements, and I'm going to just show you the 3 that I do in the morning to make sure that I am living my best life. So I started this in February of 2021, and now this is March, and I take, I'm really focusing on clean living products, health, my health and wellness, making sure I get the highest grade or highest quality of products that I can get for myself. And I do a few things. Oh, should have gotten the camera, scissors, hold on. Hold, please. All right, so the few things that I do in the morning, I take a probiotic. And probiotic is for gut health, and gut health is your brain health. And if you ever felt sluggish, or if you felt like something just isn't right, a lot of times it could be what's happening in your digestive system, in your intestines, in your stomach. And I said this one time before, my grandmother anytime I say, Grandma, I don't feel well, or my head hurts, or I'm aching, everything is, did you go to the bathroom? Did you go to the bathroom? And truth be told, if you keep getting stuff built up, toxins and everything, it will start impacting other areas of your body. So I take this probiotic, and tastes like those old school pixie sticks, or that dip candy where you open and you had that white stick and you dipped it into it and you licked it off the white stick. It kind of tastes like that. It also kind of tastes like you remember the candy necklaces that were so nasty because you would eat them like this and it would still be on your neck, or you let your friends eat it? I didn't, but I seen people like all up on each other's neck eating. But so a probiotic, if you don't do anything else, you want to make sure you take care of your gut. The next thing I do is take this fat burning pudding. It's collagen infused. And what this does is it helps with muscle tone. It helps block the fat inhibitor. So I've been taking it, and I haven't been like 100% committed, like with workout, but I can still see a difference changing in my body. So I've seen people who've been like even halfway committed and doing better with their eating and working out. Tremendous results, melting away. That is my goal for this bottle. This is my second bottle. It saved me from the month when I was just not doing what I was supposed to do. So now I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. This one is lemon. It's a little tart, but more sweet than the mango I had. And it tastes like lemon meringue. Really good. And then I take a liquid collagen. Now, we know, most of the women I know about collagen because we take it in powdered form. But liquid collagen, which is the highest grade from this company, 7 patents, won all of these awards in health and wellness. And the reason why liquid, anything really, is important because it gets to your system faster, it gets to your organs faster. So I take this liquid collagen. Collagen is good overall because it's the most dominant protein in our bodies. It helps with our hair, skin, and nails, and our joints and our organs. But this one specifically is it has extra things in there for my hair, skin, and nails. I just started this one in March, and we'll see how it goes. It tastes pretty good. It's a lot of fruit extracts in there. So those are what I take. Those 3 things I take every morning, and I've been seeing some really great results. And again, without me even like really trying. That's the great thing about supplements. They're not magic, but they are supposed to supplement things that are happening in your diet and your health and wellness. So that's what I do, and I believe it's important to take care of your body inside and out because you can't be brilliant and broke down. And if you like any of those, you can message me for $10 off, special coupon. Well, it's not a coupon, it's a code. So a special code to get $10 off. And then message me if you want to learn how to save more. So you can say, hey, can I take those 3 things that you take, the pixie stick and the liquid stuff, but it's the probiotic, which I think everyone needs a good probiotic. And then the fat burning pudding, and then the liquid collagen. I would say liquid collagen and probiotic for sure, because especially the older we get, you want to make sure that your joints and things are still active and moving properly. So, all right, so that's all I have for you. So go out today and be brilliant. I am Dr. V, and thank you so much for listening and watching with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.